Hi there, my name is Kenneth and I'm the Lone Dice Guy. Thanks so much for tuning in to my solo Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition adventure as Ming Zhao, a monk of the Order of the Dragon. Let's dive into today's session and get right into it. So in our last session, Ming had met the dragon that founded his order, Nissaronth, Redeemer of Men. Cool name. So he meets the dragon, and the dragon has told him that there seems to be there's something is off balance. And he mentioned that long ago, him and his brother, the Phoenix, would keep the balance on the land, meaning that whenever there were times of great peace, they would kind of sow some chaos to make things a bit more lively. And whenever things were whenever things were very chaotic, they would restore order back to the people. And he said that there was a time of great chaos coming, and he needed to prepare, someone to help right the chaos, to not let it happen. And so he also mentioned the moon, how him and the Phoenix are brothers, and they have a sister, the Moon Spirit. And so that we'll probably dive into that later, but we'll see. We'll move on. Anyway, he has given Ming this task to go to the southern monastery in the southern mountains where his brother the Phoenix resides, and his order is there as well. And so Ming has accepted to do that. But first, before he does that, Ming knows that he has told Karvok that he will help him with this job. And so he is going to do that. Luckily, the dragon didn't give him exactly a timetable on when he had to do it, so we're going to figure that's open for debate. So he's going to go help his friend Karvok and hopefully come back to the village at the base of the mountains to meet Jem here in about 3 months' time. All that said, Ming has done that. He's gotten back to the monastery. His master doesn't believe him when he says that he did the regular rite of selection. He thinks something's off. But still, we're going to go forward anyway. So with that, I think we're all caught up. Let's get started. Okay, so it's a new scene, and the scene setup is quite simple. Ming has completed the rite of selection. With his newly gained weapons, he heads out to meet Karvok and Solderra. Easy, right? Well, Ming's going to head out. I'm going to roll. But before we do that, we have to roll on Chaos to see if it's a changed scene or whatever. So Chaos rank, we're going to put it at 5, just kind of reset. I think this is kind of a good moment to reset everything. So we roll a D10 as normal. If it's 5 or greater, something happens. Here we go. Oh, sorry. If it's 5 or less, something happens. If it's 6 or greater, nothing happens. So 5 or less. 3. Okay. So with that, we have a change in the scene. So with a 3, we rolled an odd number. That means it's an interrupt. So it doesn't quite happen exactly as we planned. We got to roll a random event on our table to see what happens. So with that, let's get started. So first thing we got to do is determine the event focus. So let's do that now. 82. That is an ambiguous event. Ambiguous event. So it's neither a positive nor a negative. Okay. So now we go to our action and mean and subject. So we roll our actions first. So that's going to be a 69. Ruin. And then for our subject, 66. Ruin fears. Ambiguous event. Ruin fears. I got it. All right. As Ming is preparing to go, he can't get out of his mind the conversation he had with Taiyang before he left for the mountain. It didn't go well. It didn't sit right with him, right? And so the way I'm interpreting this is, if your fears are ruined, that means they're made worse, right? The chance of making your fears go away is completely ruined, right? So I'm thinking Ming would have wanted to have a conversation with Taiyang to clear the air, whatever, before he left again. I don't think Taiyang is here. I think Taiyang has left. And so Ming looks everywhere for him. Remember, it's supposed to be an ambiguous event, so this isn't, good or bad. This is just this. It isn't good that he doesn't talk to him. It's not bad. It just doesn't. It doesn't resolve the problem. It just kind of prolongs it. So Ming looks everywhere for him. He's packed all of his stuff ready to go, but he looks in the mess hall, he looks in the meditation rooms, he looks in the courtyard, he looks in the library, and maybe like there's a temple area. He looks in the gardens. He looks everywhere, all over the monastery, even like a little bit further up the path. Nothing. Taiyang is nowhere. Finally, he goes to some older brothers, who maybe Taiyang and him know, and he asks them, "Hey, do you guys know where Taiyang went? I can't find him anywhere. I was wanting to talk to him before I left." We hadn't seen him, but if we see him, we'll let you know. We'll let him know. We'll let him. It's okay. Just tell him I'm looking for him, okay? Yeah, you got it, Ming. You got it. We'll do our best. Okay, thank you. So he's not here. Ming looks around some more. And he goes into the barracks to gather his stuff, and he sees maybe the person next to Taiyang's bunk. And he goes up to him. "Hey, have you seen Taiyang?" And he looks over at Taiyang's bed, and it's immaculate. Like he hasn't even slept in it. Have you seen him? Do you know where Taiyang is? "Sorry, Ming. I do not know where Brother Yang has gone. He was not in his bed last night. He might have left the monastery for a while. Maybe to go on his own journey after seeing you go on yours." "So he wasn't even here last night?" "I'm afraid not." "Thank you." "Of course." Ming's thinking in his head, where's Taiyang? So knowing he's clearly not here, Ming says, "I don't have time for that. Gotta go." So he doesn't. So he goes. So our interrupt is, he tries to talk to Taiyang, but Taiyang's nowhere to be found. So I'm actually going to add a thread, because we've closed out 2 threads. The first being get a weapon for Ming. We cleared that out. And the second thread we cleared out was investigate the fact that the dragon's symbol was in the burial mound. Well, now we know, based on what the dragon said last time, that there's a cult of the dragon that worships him, even though he tells them not to, even though he demands that he's not worthy of worship, they still do so. And so this cult may have had presence or people buried at the burial mound, who knows? But he now knows there's an existence of a cult out there that worships the dragon. Who knows? They might come back. They might come up later on. But anyway, so I'm going to add the thread that Taiyang is gone. And where did he go? Who knows? All right. So Taiyang's not in the monastery anymore. All right. Ming gathers his effects, gets all the stuff he needs, and heads out. Obviously, the Master Dalong doesn't even give him. He's teaching a class in the courtyard. When Ming goes by, he even says out loud, "Goodbye, Master Dalong," and he does the customary bow. Dalong doesn't even acknowledge it and just keeps teaching. Several of the older brothers, who also have undergone the rite before, at this point have maybe warmed up a bit to Ming, and so they all customarily give the bow from wherever they are in the courtyard and the whatever. So they all acknowledge him, and he warms his heart a little bit, but then he takes off. So we're going to kind of skip past this part. He makes it to Solderra, no problems. Traveling, midday. Yeah, no problems whatsoever. Maybe he sees a couple of the merchant militia troops. He knows that Karvok's nephew, Modig, is a part of that outfit, and so he sees a couple of the troops and nods to them. They're patrolling the area, so maybe it's nice and safe. Either way, he gets to Solderra. No problems whatsoever. All right, at Solderra, every time we come here, we never get inside, right? We always something happens outside the gate. So the question is Karvok's caravan outside the gate is normal? I'm going to call it a somewhat likely. I think they are here. Actually, yeah, I'll say somewhat likely. It'll be strange if they're not. 34. somewhat likely Chaos rank 5 is a yes. So they're definitely here. So Ming walks up, sees them, a couple of them around. This time it's probably about lunchtime. He sees a couple of them around a fire, maybe preparing lunch. And just unceremoniously, because he knows Karvok so well at this point, goes over to Karvok's wagon, takes off his pack, puts it inside, whatever, and goes sit down next to Karvok. Karvok looks over at him. Hello. Hello, Karvok. Do I have to act like I haven't seen you in a long time? No, but... Ming, my boy. You look different. It's only been a week, Karvok. No. Something is different. What happened? What did you do? I told you. I underwent the something called the rite of selection. And he kind of points to the sword at his back. I've grown stronger. I can't protect you now. Okay, I trust you. Still, I don't dislike what's happened to you. Thank you, Karvok. Your confidence means a lot. Yeah, sure. Eat some lunch. Thank you. So they eat some lunch and all this stuff. I think Karvok basically tells them that they have about a day. So he says they say you have a day to go to the town and we'll do whatever. So Ming, like, cool, great, let's do that. So goes into town. He's got his pack and stuff on him. He takes all of his stuff with him. I have some stuff I want to sell and get rid of. So yeah. And so Ming's walking through. He's looking for some kind of general goods store. It is a port town. It's a frontier town. It's not going to have like everything that you can eat under the sun, but surely they've got like a general goods or even like maybe even a weaponsmith shop. So I think it's very likely that there is a place where Ming can sell his things. 40, that very likely, yeah, that's definitely yes. So Ming goes into town. He gets to the center of town, and then off to the right, he sees a street going to a harbor. Even though this is in the mountains, the mountains go straight up to the edge of the sea, and so this is a harbor port town as well as a frontier town in the mountains. And so now Ming also is in kind of the center square. So the right is a road that goes to the harbor, to the port. To the left is a road that goes to the temple. Now, in this world, this is taking place in a world that I've DM'd for groups for a long time. In this world, instead of having little tiny temples of all the different deities dotted everywhere, many of the cities have basically built a large mega temple, and inside are all the different altars to the different deities that are present in this world. It's kind of they all share the space essentially. So to the left, there's a road going that way off to the temple. It's on top of a hill. It's the tallest hill in the city, kind of overlooks the city. And then where he is kind of a central town square hub. They've got all the stuff you can think of. They've got the inn that Ming went into before when he talked whenever the storm came down over on the town a long time ago, back in episode 2 or 3, I think. I think it was episode 3. When he meets Modig and they talk for a little bit. He's got the inn and the tavern there. There's a general goods store like we just rolled for. And we'll say that there's probably... there's definitely going to be the post office, the place that handles letters and things like that for sure. Mail. And then the rest is all just residential buildings and stuff. And then, of course, there's like tackle and fishing supplies closer to the port. I mean, just use your imagination. All the stuff you can expect in a border, port, frontier town on the sea, it's got it. So Ming goes to the general goods store. He wants to sell some of his things. Yeah, I'm going to hand wave this part. So I'm just going to get rid of all the stuff and add the gold to his inventory. Alright, so that's done. All of his stuff is, I've reorganized his inventory and everything. He's good to go. But while Ming is selling his things and kind of clearing up and preparing for the journey, I'm going to roll basically for some rumors that he might hear. So I'm going to roll on our random table just to give some life to those rumors. First is 60. I mean, a lot of 60s today. 68 is carelessness. And 37 is carelessness in business. Ooh, I know what this one means already. I already know what this one means. So as Ming is preparing for the journey, I think a lot of, especially the traveling merchants in town, are talking about Karvok. And there's rumors spreading around that Karvok is actually going into the mountains right now of all times. And because Karvok's been traveling around to the different villages in this northern part of the mountains looking for people to help him. Remember, he tries to go into the village at the foot of the mountains and gets rebuffed. And that's how Ming got roped in. So the rumors have been spreading that Karvok is going into the mountains, and everybody says it's foolish. Everybody thinks it's totally dumb that he's doing this. And so Ming kind of hears that, and he gets the general consensus that everyone thinks this is a bad idea. Let's do one more rumor. Actually, yeah, let's do one more rumor at least. 75 is refuse. Interesting. And 36, refuse bureaucracy. Do you remember a long time ago, after Ming won Modig Soldat's trust, he's bringing Modig and his men to the village at the base of the mountain to save it from the undead horde. On the way there was a dispute, and some of the members of Modig's outfit tried to essentially assassinate him. I think there's rumors that the merchant militia is undergoing some major problems, like full-blown mutiny by some of the maybe upper-ranking officers, or middle-rank officers, not upper, middle-rank officers with the leadership of the militia. I think that the bureaucracy, the hierarchy of command is under threat, and a lot of them are refusing to follow it. They think they can do better. And so maybe the rumors are that the militia is in danger of fracturing. So of course, that's going to make Ming feel sorry for his friend, Modig. I'm not sure if it'll move him to action, because he's already agreed to do this thing for Karvok, but I'm definitely going to maybe even put that as a thread, that the merchant militia is undergoing some kind of political strife, and it looks like it might be breaking apart soon. Who knows? Do I want to do one more? Let's do this. Evens, I do one more. Odd, we move on. Evens, one more. All right. One more rumor. 5. Recruit. 54. There we go. Recruit. Investment. Recruit investment. All right. I think I got it. On top of the rumors that Karvok is going into the mountains, I think there's also some other people that are thinking that if Karvok can do it and come back safely, that they're wanting to do it as well. And so there's already talk, and already people are starting to kind of recruit their own caravans to make the journey once Karvok completes it and word comes back that the passage to the Dwarven capital is safe again. And so Ming overheard tons of talk of, getting together with this person and getting this caravan together. And so he can clearly tell that after they leave, once the path is once made safe again, there's going to be others to follow. Definitely think he's realizing there's going to be others to follow. So, all right, 3 rumors that Ming has heard while he's kind of doing that, and that kind of gives us a little bit more about what's going on in the world as Ming is going through his adventures. Ming comes back around dinner time again. He spends most of the day in town and all kinds of other stuff. Gets to be with Karvok at dinner time. They have dinner, go to sleep that night, nothing bad happens. And then we're going to end the scene there. So, scene over. They're ready to begin their journey. The next morning comes, and they all wake up bright and early, just before dawn, have a quick breakfast. Everyone's got their all stuff ready to go. Everyone's rested, ready for the trip. Karvok gives the signal, and they head along the eastern path up into the mountains. So, with that said, with the end of the scene, I think I'm going to end it there. This will be a short episode, but the last episode was kind of long, so it's okay. Next episode, we are in the mountains and traveling along, and we're going up to the Dwarven capital, and I'm excited to explore that with you guys. I'm excited to see what's going to happen. It's going to be a lot of fun. So, with that, Ming and company have went on their journey. We'll also probably tease out the different members of the caravan as well next time too. So, lots of fun happening. I hope that you'll stick around. All the dumb YouTube stuff, like this video, subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. I get it. This is not the most exciting thing. In fact, I know there's more exciting stuff coming because Trevor Duvall of Me, Myself, and Die has just announced a couple weeks ago that he's going to be starting season 3 of his show, and I could not be more excited about it. It inspired me to do this channel, these videos as well, so please, if you haven't already, check his channel out. It's much better than mine, much higher production value, much higher everything. His voices are better, his story's better, he uses awesome systems of combat and gaming. Just go. Me, Myself, and Die. Go watch his channel right now. Much better than mine. But if you're still going to stick around out of some sense of pity, I appreciate it. I will be posting more videos soon. Stay tuned as we continue to see Ming Zhao and his adventures. He now has a lot of stuff going on. He's got agreements with everybody. Our quest log is full. And so it's time to start knocking some of these quests out. With that said, thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you in the next one as we continue with Ming. Thanks so much. I'm Kenneth, the Lone Dice Guy. Have a good day, and God bless.